Hello, welcome to Miemie's Keepsakes. I'm Arnell. Thank you for joining me again today. I am back with the 100-day project and we are on day 45. And today we're going to make slot pockets. This is a very, very easy pocket to make. So you'll have a little slot here to add something in this pocket here, and then when you glue it onto your journal you'll have a pocket here, or you can glue it this way and there'll be a pocket there. So you'll eventually end up with two pockets which is always good. So it is, like I say, like most of Tina's projects, they are so easy to make. It's almost too easy. I'm going to use a little bit of a thicker paper. It's more like a thin cardstock, this one. And it's just a piece of scrap paper. You can use thinner paper. I think copy paper would be fine, and even 28 or a 32 pound paper. Just fold fold the edges over and glue them like we usually do to reinforce the pockets. I'm gonna make this pocket. Usually when you have a page, you fold it over to make the pages in your journal, and then you'll end up with 5.5 this way. So I am going to make my pocket 5.25, so it would fit on my page. 5.25, and then let's see, how deep do I want it? Maybe 3.5. Let's do 3.5. Okay. And then we need to make the little slot. Let me just find something for the slot. I have these that I can definitely use as a slot. Just trying to use up all this little pieces that's left from other projects and not create more scraps, because like most of you know, the scraps are always there. Okay, and then we're just going to make our little slot, and I'm going to do it like Tina did because it was just an easy way and less measuring. So the slot, we're just going to make this deep. If I have the glue straight there, that's better. And then just glue this on, and we're going to cut this off. And this way I don't have to measure too much. Just put my glue back on, and there is your slot pocket. It is as easy as that. And because this one, you can put the slot obviously on this side or on this side, whichever you like. And then the moment you start adding things into your slot, I think the whole look of it changes because you're adding stuff on top. Anyway, and then you just have to decorate. So I don't think we need to do one more because it's so easy. I'm pretty sure all of you can figure this one out. It is just looking at that looks pretty good with that pocket. So let's make more, mass make them. So first of all, I'm going to cut papers. I have a couple of papers here from Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. So this is her, I wrote it down, Victorian springtime kit. I accidentally printed it on cardstock. Don't ask me why I did that, but it probably was sitting in the printer and I didn't double check. And I'm going to use these papers for pockets. We said 5 1/4, and you know, you can decide how deep you want it. Let's make this one a little bit less deep and this one deeper. Okay, let's use something else as well. 5 1/4. Give me that. And of course, depending on your printable, you know where the pretty pieces of the printable is, you'll probably, I think that would change how deep and where you cut your papers. Let's do this one this way. 5 1/4. Let's see where that rose would still be on my pocket. There. And shall we do this one? Let's cut it off here. And then five and a quarter. I just got that white edge off too. Okay, so that is my base of my pockets. Let's do the slot part of it. I have this here as well. Thinking that little piece might be a nice slot. I don't know if it's big enough. Yes, it will be. So let's make it a slot on this one. That's just white. Thinking where will it cut off? No, it will cut through her face. We don't want to do that. Here's more of this. Let's use some of this up. So if you're doing it with a lightweight cardstock or like the heavier weight scrapbook paper, you obviously don't have to reinforce your pockets. But if you do use a lighter weight paper, I would just fold the edge of my pocket over just to reinforce it. You know, with taking things in and out of your pocket a lot of times, you know, it tears over time. So it's best to have it sturdy enough for people in the future to look at your journal multiple times and it will last. It won't tear apart. So that one has one. Let's put something on this one. And I'm thinking maybe let's just glue it on, and then some of Tina's projects are so easy that there's hardly steps for mass making. Like this one, I don't even think you need to, but let's just cut this off because I can use some of that for another slot. I don't know why I'm using this little scissors. Switch it over for the bigger ones. Okay, and let's glue this one on. This one we can probably just do this because we don't have to cut it any smaller. And the writing is on the side, but it's fine, or lying this way and not this way. It's all good. Excuse me. Let's just make this one just a teeny tiny slot. Just because then I'm using this piece of paper and I have less scraps. Okay, that one's done. Let's see this one. This one just needs a tiny slot too. I have these printed on. I'm getting sidetracked, they're too big. Okay, let's use this one. And I just want this slot, not a big slot. Because I do still want to see those roses because they are so pretty. Okay. Oh, and I have to say Happy Easter to all of you. I am a little bit late because we've been doing some Easter things. And yeah, so I'm just a little late, but I'm here. I'm actually very happy that I can do a video quickly today. Yesterday was a busy day, all kinds of things happening, so I didn't get to do it yesterday, which I normally do. Let's see if this little piece fits on there, and then I have only this little scrap left, which is barely a scrap. But let's do it on this side because then we have that beautiful rose still there. Okay. Yes, so happy Easter, and if you are still planning to join the spring swap, it is not too late. You can email either me or Beth from Yes I Made It Myself. I'll have the emails in my description box again. And yeah, so think about it. If you want to participate in the spring swap, we're just gonna pair you up with a partner, and then you can send your partner a little thing you've made or a friendship pocket, whatever you think is good. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We made 7 in very little time. This is not even 15 minutes yet. And so this is a great fast project, easy. I mean, if you're a beginner, this is just the easiest pocket you can do. And if you have lots of scraps, obviously, I mean, do I need to say more? I don't think so. But let's decorate some of them. And I've put this on there. I like that with it. And let's see what else we can put behind it. Can't really see the lace. Let me bring in some things here from the edge of my table. There, I like that. And do we need anything more in the background? What's sitting here? More scraps? We don't need scraps. I have this little piece of lace. I do like this lace. It's a ruffled lace, but this one, the ruffle was made with lace, and it actually doesn't add a lot of bulk to your papers. Lots of times those ruffled laces do add bulk. I'm just going to use antique linen again just to fill in some of the white because it's sitting on a beige background, and I can definitely not cut all those little pieces of white in there. And then maybe for this one we'll just do like the edges of this one. Maybe just go in here just for, and you can obviously make a notch in that slot if you want to, but I don't think that is necessary. Okay. I'm going to add the lace. I'll add the lace with fabric tack. Okay. First time I've used it today. Fabric tack. And of course this will sit on the edge of your page, and so the lace will be peeking out from your journal page, which I love the look of the lace on the edges of pages. It just gives your journal an interesting profile when you look at it from the side. Okay, put my lid on, and we'll just, this one needs to be on the bottom. Let's just use art glitter glue for that, just for convenience sake. It's definitely not necessary. And then okay. And that one is decorated. Easy peasy. And then these obviously would look very nice if you sew around them with a sewing machine, I think. Let's do another one. Let's do this one. And this was just lying on top of there. What can we add to this? Shall we just add this on here? Maybe I'll just make this, put my stuff away. Just got this, trim this a little smaller so it fits just a teeny tiny better on this part. You can obviously decorate this part too, but I kind of feel that, let me just grab something. If you have something in here, then obviously that won't be showing as much if you do decorate it. And it already has that beautiful flower on the edge. This one will probably, that edge will be in the fold at the, and this would be peeking out of the edge of your page. So I won't even add like lace on this side. Would look really nice, but I think it would interfere with your page being open and closed. So I'm gonna stick to doing something on this pocket, and I like that. And what else can we add to this? A butterfly, maybe. Yeah, I do like that. So I'm going to ink these. Maybe not that, but I do want to ink this just, and I'm going to use brushed corduroy. And I know mine is new, so it's very, very dark still. So I'm just going to kind of go in with this little brush on the edges. So it's not too dark, but it's there. You know, you can see the inking. Okay, that, it's all good. Might be a little too dark. Okay, so let's glue this down, and I'm going to put the lace on the behind it, and hopefully with this would just glue the lace down as well. Let's see if we need to add some fabric tack in there. I don't think we'll need to. The glue will kind of seep through the lace, and then just glue the lace down as well. Yes. And then the little butterfly. And the butterfly is printed on cardstock too, so it's okay for it to hang over. I think it should be fine. If you are putting something in here, the butterfly will be fine because that's printed on cardstock too. And that's it. Do we want to, I don't know if the bling will be too big, but let's see. If we want some, no, I don't like it. It's too fuzzy for me. Okay, so that one is done too. I'll just bring it up so you can see the detail there. I'm pretty far away from the camera and it is kind of blending in. Let's do one more because the pockets went so fast that we can actually decorate one more, I think. Which ones shall we do? Let's do this one. And I just saw a little photo here that I thought would work, or even this will work. Okay, let's do that. Or just playing around with options. Have some lace there. Let's see what else. I think I kind of want to go with a bluish look for this. And if I have her on there like that, it just kind of excuse me, make her stand out a little bit more. Which way is this stamp? This way. It's a beautiful French stamp. And I'm thinking for this one, I can add lace on this side. Because if I have this in the fold and this hanging over, yes, I think it should be fine. Okay. Yes, I'm sorry, my voice is still this morning very, very croaky. I don't know what to do about it. It's just, excuse me, the way it is. Oh, and I have to give you the names of the day 50 draw. So if you've watched by now, on day 50 I'm going to make a draw, and the winner will receive an envelope full of ephemera that I've made during the 100-day project. And today's names that goes into the draw, so the draw is on the 50th day. Today's people that go into the draw is Peggy and Teresa. And Peggy and Teresa, I will add your names in the description box and try to link so you will receive a message that you are in the draw. Well, you won't receive the message. It would just say that you've been linked by me. I'm just wondering if I want a little flower on here. And maybe for this one, a little bling won't be... I hardly ever use bling, but I did use it the other day when we made the 3D butterflies, and it is very nice. But I can't say that I will use it all the time. And it is still sitting here on my desk. I left. Let me see if I like that. Yes, I do. It's not too overbearing. And it is kind of finicky to work with because it's teeny tiny. Yes, I bought strips of this from the Dollar Tree, so they're very flat. If you can see here, they do not add a lot of bulk, and they're not too blingy, but a little bit, so I do like them. Okay, so that is it for today. I hope you'll all have a lovely Easter Friday and enjoy the time with your families. we are just home, going to be very relaxed Easter, hopefully. We have our youngest daughter home and our other kids aren't home, so it will be a very quiet Easter this year. But I hope all of you have a wonderful Easter, and I'll see you again tomorrow with the 100-day project again, because I have to keep going to stay on track. So see you tomorrow. Bye.